We hired a van for 10 days to explore the west coast of Australia. Our journey consisted of 3,000 kilometres, travelling from Perth to Exmouth and back, squeezing in everything we possibly could. This is the ultimate west coast road trip in 10 days. After picking up the van in Perth, we made no hesitation to start heading north. Our first stop was a little town called Lancelin, known for its huge white sand dunes. Some of the local stores hire out sandboards, so we grabbed a set and head for the dunes. I've been snowboarding, I've done heaps of wakeboarding, and I love motorbike riding, but I've never done sandboarding before, because up on the northeast of Australia, there's just nothing like this. So, that was heaps of fun.
Insane.
Yeah, spent probably about 2 hours just mucking around, like filming it and all that. And yeah, now we've got to try and find somewhere to camp for tonight, because we haven't even figured that out yet, and it's an hour till sunset. We ended up finding a nice little place to camp about an hour and a half north up from that Lancelin sand dunes. The back of the van just had our shit everywhere. First thing we did was sort that out. Had a quick and easy dinner, just heated up some of them dehydrated meals. So cozy in this van.
It's cold, but
got it all set up now. Just coming into this nice little vibey looking beach town called Geraldton, and we're just going to find somewhere nice down by the beach to pull up and have some lunch. And then I think it's only about like an hour and a half ish up to Kalbarri. Heading down the road just like 15 minutes south of Kalbarri. There's these awesome big cliffs that drop like straight into the ocean. Gonna go there for sunset and get like some awesome drone shots and that sort of stuff there.
Jack is running back to the car because he has 2 seconds to get the footage of the sunset. What's happening behind us?
Most unreal sunset, like perfect conditions, flying drone around, getting bangers left, right and center. Now we've got to go find somewhere to camp tonight. We haven't actually got that locked in yet, but that'll be a fun little experience, find a spot to camp again, and then yeah, we can get warm because it's cold out here. tomorrow morning we're going to head out to Karajini National Park for sunrise, and that should be sick. Super keen for that, so I'll see you out there tomorrow. Got up at like 5 in the morning, boosted out here for sunrise. Sunrise was like so good. Yeah, now we're just gonna have some breakfast, grab a coffee, and we've got about a 4-hour drive to our next spot tonight, which will be up at Shark Bay. So here we are again at a random park bench in a random town somewhere on the west coast of Australia, trying to figure out where we're going to camp or stay for the night. We were pretty keen to just hit the road this morning, so we didn't worry about like having breakfast before we left. So here we are on the side of the road, just whipping up some brekkie, have this feed, and then we'll keep boosting on. Feed. Every car that goes past, we're just like giving them a little wave.
Nothing.
No wave?
Nothing.
That's how long, straight, and boring these roads. There's a car coming in. There's not much else to do other than play like pool wave back games. Ah, what a sad guy. About 5 o'clock in the arvo. We've got about 100 k's until we get to Exmouth. Probably not going to get there before sunset. It's very unlikely. So we're probably just going to get there and pull up somewhere for the night, and then hopefully make the most of it tomorrow. Made it. Made it. We're at Exmouth.
That was a long drive. Now it's about 10 o'clock this morning and we're cruising down to another beach which is supposed to be really good for snorkeling,
and we're going to check that out, and then also just like basically just go beach hopping today, checking out all the good spots in Exmouth. We're staying in Coral Bay tonight because tomorrow we have our whale shark tour in Coral Bay, and it's like a 2-hour drive from Exmouth, so it's easier to just wake up there tomorrow and jump on the tour rather than wake up early in Exmouth and then drive back. Just pulled up at Coral Bay and straight away it's like such a nice little groovy place. We pulled up like right on sunset, so the sun's just setting over the ocean now. I don't know what it is about doing a road trip, but far out it makes you hungry. Jump on a plane, do a scenic flight over Exmouth and the Ningaloo Reef. Doing it on Sunset 2, going from 4:30 to 5:30. I'm so keen for this. Alright, it's 6 in the morning, just fueled up and we're heading out to Cape Range for sunrise, heading up to Charles Knife Canyon. So that's where we flew over the top of yesterday in the plane. Sun's just come up. Golden light just like beaming through all these gorges and valleys. This is absolutely sick. Now left Exmouth, and it's time for us to officially start heading south again. Back down to Kalbarri is where we'll stay tonight. We've got a big 8-hour send. When you got to drive 8 hours down one of the most boring roads you've ever driven on, you need snacks to keep your sanity. Just pulled up for another little random roadside lunch. Like, we just got this little table set up here and we are just getting hammered with flies. It's so annoying. Done about 4 hours and we've got probably about four and a half to go. Halfway back to Jurien Bay now. We're staying there tonight and then that's our last stop before we get back to Perth tomorrow. It's about 8:30 at night. We just pulled up at Jurien Bay where we're staying at this caravan park for tonight, and we're both pretty freaking hungry and tired. It's been another long day. Got this cozy feeder pasta. Bloody hell, it's cold. We're gonna check out one last spot before we go back to Perth and drop the van off, and that'll be the Pinnacles. It's gonna be kind of sad to say goodbye to this old girl, but the trip's got to come to an end sooner or later. I knew it was a pretty cool spot, but I wasn't too overly hyped about it, but honestly it well and truly exceeded my expectations. Like, this spot is pretty sick. Got a 2-hour drive back to Perth, say goodbye to the van, and then we're in Perth 2 nights and heading over to Rottnest Island tomorrow. Couldn't even make a 2-hour drive back to Perth without stopping for food. Finally back in Perth, just checked into the motel. Not gonna lie, it feels kind of nice being in a motel after living out of a van for 10 days.